Hello folks, Rebecca here with Mama's Treasures. Welcome back to our channel. I wanted to take you on a bit of a look-see on my sorting station and what's going on with the stuff that's coming back from the old house and how I'm cleaning it and sorting it to be ready to go into the vintage mall. This is our back garage, and we have also one of the bays on our attached garage at the moment filled with another trailer full that came back the other day. I wanted to kind of start going through this stuff first though, so that is what you're looking at right now. I've got kind of work areas going on here, although it just to you must look like a whole bunch of clutter. So I'm just going to kind of show you what I've been doing here. So obviously this is where the garage door is, so this is where it got piled into, and I've been picking from this area and using my husband's ping pong slash pool table to sort. So this is where a lot of the sorting happens, here on this table. And then right here, I'm using this old trunk at the moment to hold the stuff that I wash. And then this stuff I've got over here is washed, ready to be priced to bring to the vintage mall. So I've got some really good items here. This old TV works. This suitcase I have got cleaned up. I just need to take this sticky residue off here, so that's why it's sitting here, so I don't forget to do that. And these stacking stools are beautiful. They're marked 1968. One of the carpet bags I've got cleaned up and ready to go. This set of 4 beautiful vintage chairs. There's some planters that I cleaned up. And yeah, just some other homemade pieces of furniture that I've cleaned up and gotten ready to sell. This is a pile of laundry that I need to get done. This is fabrics that I'm just throwing pieces of fabric and hankies into that I want to sort later on. This is one of those homemade pieces of furniture that I kind of sturdied up, and it's got new life in it. There's some handmade carpet bags, I think is what they're called. So I've got those ready to go, and a few baskets of yarn. That cool felted flower arrangement there. This is that laundry basket that was in the porch, cleaned up. In there I've got some throw pillows and rugs, doilies, such stuff like that. And in here I have some of the dishes, a vintage garbage can, some frames, just some trays and things like that. This stuff I've all washed up, ready to go. Her pressure cooker is ready to be put for sale, and this cool vintage brass wire tree. I'm not quite sure what to call that. But yeah, those are the things that are ready to go. This is, like I mentioned, kind of my cleaning station. So these frames I want to wash yet. I've got a garbage bag. Lots of garbage has been hauled out. Yeah, just my cleaning supplies and a stool and my jacket when I get chilled. Some of the bigger pieces of furniture are still here. These are empty boxes just piled on this one dresser for now, and some moving blankets underneath there. The Traeger needs to be moved so that I can get to this corner here. These are those little pieces of furniture that I pulled out from the attic that I want to clean up and use as my display. I might sell this piece here. It's pretty cool. But the others I think I'm just going to use as display. There's another box there that needs to be gone through. This cool old sled here. That is so cool. I love that piece. That's going to be fun to put out at Christmas time. Yeah, some blankets that I need to wash up and get ready to go. There's also lots of bedding in that box. This is boxes of books. When I find books, I'm just piling them there for sorting later on. Not sure what's underneath those coffee tables there yet. I haven't gotten into there. I've been cleaning out this little this wooden Coke crate. Here are two old doors that I want to use in my display. This is the bed frame for this old bed over here. I think I'm probably going to clean that one up and bring that one to the sale. My booth opens, I take over the vendor's booth that's there currently on the 30th. So October 1st is when my booth will go live. So we are going to be working feverishly on the 30th of September in that evening to get my booth ready for the next morning. And like I said in a previous video, I've got a 6-month commitment. Here are some of the old chairs I brought back. I think we found the lid for this galvanized, I'm not even sure what to call that. I think we found it at the house, so I won't put it for sale until they're back together. There is some of the vintage clothes I just have on another trunk kind of airing out back there. And this is kind of my sorting table here. Underneath I've got a whole bunch of stuff as well. Another TV and some galoshes and some suitcases and more pillows that I need to go through, get ready. This toaster was on the counter in the kitchen. And then one day we found the box, and then another day I found the instructions. So now it is complete in the box, original box with the instructions. These people did not throw anything away. It's absolutely amazing, the stuff that we have found. Some of her old purses, more frames, packages of cool stuff that I think I can probably do something with are sitting over here. I've got tons and tons of old hats. This is a trinket box, just little stuffs, buttons and spools mostly in here. So anything else that I'm finding, like little nails or little bits, jewelry bits, I'm putting in here. Here is the googly eye for that owl that was hanging in the kitchen. So yeah, my reward for her not ever throwing anything away. I can now sell it as complete. These are doilies. This is her craft box. She's handmade doilies, different things in there. And I will just, I think I'm going to do like seasonal. So right now, when my booth goes live, I'm going to be doing like fall and winter. So I'm leaving like all the spring colored things in here, and I'm focusing on like fall colors right now for my booth. And speaking of that, I sorted through all of my, well, I guess I shouldn't say all of them. There's still some in the garage out front, but I've been going through the catalogs that came home so far, and I've sorted them by right now decades. I've got 80s. These two piles are 80s. These two piles are 70s. These two piles are 60s. And these two piles are 50s. I haven't found anything older than that. And oddly enough, I haven't found anything from the 90s. I'm going to go through these catalogs. Obviously, I can't bring them all at once. It would just be a booth full of catalogs. So I think what I'm going to do is pick out the fall and winter catalogs and bring them. See, like this one is fall and winter 82. I think I'll probably bring them that way, and just do it by season. So closer to Christmas, I'll bring all of the Christmas catalogs, things like that. But yeah, it seems like the biggest stack of catalogs that I have is from the 60s. So isn't that just awesome? They're so cool to flip through and look at. Some of the catalogs from the early 60s are actually pretty big. These ones are from which store? Eaton's. They had quite big catalogs, and then slowly they got a little bit smaller to the catalogs that we're used to nowadays. But this one is just beautiful. 1958 Eaton's Christmas book. Look for the many sales specials and feature values. So cool. Like, look at this. It's just, it would be so fun to go through and just look at these on a cool winter evening with a cup of coffee. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to sell them. They're just so cool, especially the 50s and the 60s ones. Here's a Simpson Sears one. This is a summer one. And some of them are black and white. And some of them are a mixture, black and white and color. They're really just beautiful. Like, look at the beautiful colors that they had. I just think it's lovely just to look at. So, if you've got any questions for us, just leave them in the comments section below. We'll try and get back to you as soon as we can. So here, yeah, it's just a little look of my sorting process and my thought process, I guess, of how I'm going about this. I'll probably take you into the front garage and just give you a little peek of what's going on there too a little later on, but I want to finish up some stuff here in the back garage. This is a beautiful vintage blue sweater with some beading on it. I think that's really pretty. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching and your interest in this journey of ours, and I will be back with you in a little bit. This is the front bay of the garage that I was talking about, that's filled with another trailer full of items brought back from the house. There's mostly big furniture items in this spot. I've been cleaning up some of the pieces and I'm pushing them towards the front of the garage so that we can pack them in the back of the trailer. I've got this one dresser all taken apart and cleaned. I'm gonna work on cleaning up one of these beds to go. I have got that table with the leaves cleaned up and ready to go. The leaves are just on this weight bench over here. Lots of boxes still to go through. There is that pull-out bed bench thingy. I'm not quite sure what you call it. I think I'm going to get that all cleaned up and ready to go. So things just gotta kind of juggle around in here and make some room so that I can do some more cleaning and sorting. Tomorrow is the big day and I have to have all of the stuff priced and ready to go to the Vintage Mall. This rack here was one that we pulled out of the attic, and I am going to use it as they used it for hanging clothes. This is actually just an old broom handle here, but it's gonna be true to the vintage spirit, I guess. There's lots and lots of things I need to go through yet. This I pulled out of the kitchen before we left the other day. And this other laundry hamper I've got full of fabrics and clothing and things like that. I found some vintage Jensen swimsuits in there, so I'm excited to look those up for value. This chair here is actually written on the bottom of the arm in Ukrainian, the year, I'm assuming who gave it to them or where they got it, and then the year, it said 1957, so that's really cool. So that chair is actually, it's in really beautiful shape. It's a little dirty, but I think a good shampooing and that one could be cleaned up really well. There's no snags or anything in that one. This desk I've been starting to clean. This is the fold down desk from the attic, and I wanted to get some lamps ready to go. That one still has the plastic covering on it, but as you can see, it has gotten some damage to the shade itself, which is kind of sad, but lots of other things in here to go through. I haven't even seen this stuff. Just different things that must have been pulled out of one of the bedrooms. So still lots of stuff to go through. My husband went back to the house yesterday to get this china cabinet out of the living room so that I could use this in my display. I'm needing some height at my booth, and I think this will be a good solution to that. So I'm going to be cleaning that out tonight. It looks like it plugs in. I don't know if it's ever been used though, so I don't know if there is actually a light bulb in here. Oh yeah, there is a light bulb in here. You can see that there. It's still covered with cardboard. So I don't know if it's actually ever been used. I should plug it in to see if it works. But I don't think I'll be using it lit up at the mall anyway. I just want to put stuff in there and get some height in my booth. And towards the end of my time at the Vintage Mall, I can probably sell that piece when I'm not using it for my own display. So just another peek at what's going on here. Thank you all so much again for tuning in to this adventure of ours, and I hope you'll stay tuned to see how things develop at the Vintage Mall. I'm thinking of setting up a camera as we set up our booth, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.